It is Stars Without Number, White Wolf Pyre, Session 15. Time for the recap. There was a lot of shopping involved.
There
Yeah.
was.
Basically, we traded our current ship, which was not very difficult because the guy was like, "Oh my god, you have gravity! I'm taking this shit." And we're hopefully going to get a bulk freighter or something we can use to make money. And it looks like we're going to be killed by Paul Anka the night before, though. So,
Yeah, we went to the club and waited around most of the evening. I'm pretty sure it's like after midnight by the time Anime finally finds clothes and shows up. Picky, picky, picky.
well, you have to be.
Yes, you guys went to Ermac, and they sent you into town to meet Duncan the Strong, who you took back and showed the ship. He also got an all points bulletin delivered to him while he was in the bathroom that Anne May took and pocketed.
Easy to lose those things.
You flew him out into space, turned on the gravity well. He was absolutely enthralled with it, and you realized that he's probably just going to keep the ship. You came back to his garage and basically came up with a list of stuff you wanted, a bulk freighter with various items. You went to the Laser Lights discotheque and hung out there. Duncan did show up at one point towards before the main act was supposed to perform the special guest star. Carlton is outside. He looks like some homeless person, and people are like donating money to him. An F-350 is parked outside. You are in what's called the Omega Station section of Ermac, and there is sort of like an Android section of Ermac called Trinity Basic Plus Plus, and they said kind of stay away there because there are hostilities between the androids and the humans on Ermac. So you are in the nightclub, and you find out that as the lights get low and there's a spotlight, Paul Anka begins to sing, and he looks over and sees you guys at your table and spots you and seems to like he recognizes you, and he continues to sing "You Are My Destiny," and the crowd is just all enthralled with it and excited, and he's singing to all the different people as he's walking through the crowd, and the music's playing and it's really loud. And I believe all of you are in this booth with Duncan, who is eating the whatever. I think there were sausage balls or something from the buffet that have been sitting out since like 6 p.m. But he said it's all good. The bacteria won't hurt him.
Oh,
It only makes them stronger.
Yep. Worst case, it just cleans him out. And Anka's still singing. His song finishes. The lights are still dim, and he starts singing "I Don't Like to Sleep Alone."
he doesn't.
And there was also a couple. Most of the crowd is dressed in jumpsuits, which of course is the fashion, the particular fashion of Ermac, the nightclub wear.
Of course.
There are three people you noticed before that were kind of in jumpsuits, but they seem to have an eye on you, and they are kind of like moving through the crowd, and you can see that they are in different locations, kind of watching you.
What color are the jumpsuits? Do they look like a uniform or some sort we've seen?
All the jumpsuits have kind of they have very bright colors, and they're reflective, so when the lights hit them, they kind of like sparkle.
They wear them at night so they don't get hit by cars and passing traffic.
Right.
Very safety conscious, these people. I like them already.
They're actually construction workers. They wear the same like when they're out doing the road crew, so they just wear them at night. So dual purpose.
Nice.
Fantastic. Well,
And I think you have some fans here.
really? Where?
Just point over to where these guys are moseying around in the crowd.
Oh, it's not often I get to be popular.
And it usually ends badly.
What do you think they want?
Who knows?
They probably want to finish the job. At least I would.
I'll give him an autograph later. And I'm gonna get up and start heading towards the back entrance.
So as you begin to get out of your booth, one of these individuals in the jumpsuit wearing sunglasses kind of stops you, like comes like for you look at, because the lights are it's not fully lit, and kind of is like there for 1 second. The next second he's kind of, this person's like right next to you, and it says, "Hey, well, let's have a seat and talk."
Touch me and I yell rape.
With this music, nobody's going to hear you.
Does he say that to only Anne May?
Probably only Ann May can probably hear him because the music's so loud.
Now go ahead and I'll scoot slightly into the booth again.
Okay, and he goes and sits on the opposite side of you, next to Duncan, who is sat down. He's got his jumpsuit on. He's got his sausage balls, and he's like starts eating them. He's like, "Man, wow, kind of lukewarm." And the guy's like, "Really?" This person who just sat down with their sunglasses, hand those to me. He brings the plate over to him and puts it over his hand, and you can see a streak of fire come up and scorch him, and he hands him back. And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, this is good. All right, thanks. That's a neat trick."
So what's the story?
Story is, we heard you guys were out here. Got some messages. My name is Ricardo. I'm with the Lady of Fire.
Ah, good. And
we're here.
Here is not necessarily a good place to be right now. We should go
Why?
elsewhere.
You're not a fan of Paul Anka?
Just point at the stage.
he prefers polka music.
Last concert we saw him at, he got a little violent after the show.
I hear he's a mean drunk.
They're out there. Looks good for his age, though.
I think there's more to him than meets the eye.
Was Ricardo the name? Was the Ricardo the person that Corvald got the robes from?
That was Niles.
No, it was Niles.
Yeah, you talking about Niles, who had the ship?
No. And when we were amped to that scene where it was like the back room of the Son of the Golden Girls.
It is not the same person.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't have it in my notes, but I remember that we.
Well, if we intend to liberate the people of the planet, we're going to have to go in with some actual firepower. More than we can currently muster.
We just got a message that on our Facebook messenger that you were in the area.
Indeed. We're looking for
fans?
Are we fans?
Yeah, of the lady.
Well, I assume you are.
Huge fan.
Quite so.
So how did you fall into her good graces? I don't see a shiny robe. As Corval kind of flaunts his cred, his street cred.
That looks like Charlie gave that to you. You are one of the lucky ones.
How many robes does Charlie have?
Well, at least enough, at least one to give to you.
Have you not received any gifts from Charlie?
Most people only get a horse from Charlie.
That is true. Charlie's horse always wins the race.
He tends to, though I think there might be some number cooking involved.
So did you have a message for us or just a message that we were here?
I got a message that you were here.
I see.
It's kind of cryptic, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Pray tell.
He opens his data pad out and looks at it. Ermac at the discotheque will meet up. They're probably already dead. I hope.
Who sent this message?
They didn't identify themselves.
All right then. Okay, then call to what? No, he's still homeless. Well, then in that case, they're planning on killing us, or someone is. Know any good way out of this joint?
I don't just go out the front door like everybody else. The music starts to die down a little bit. It's, as you know, the crowd is kind of comes to a lull, and as the synth music is playing, as Paul is he gets a drink of water from a glass, and he begins to walk over to your table, and you can see he's sweating, and he kind of looks at you guys, and it's like, have we met before? You look very familiar.
We've been to your shows before.
You
We're
have.
huge fans.
Oh,
Indeed.
great. Okay, you know, I have to. Sometimes things get a little crazy afterwards, so.
They certainly do. Now wink at him.
Oh, okay. That kind of crazy.
So what brings you out here to Ermac?
The tour manager?
Oh, where was the last place you toured?
Oh, maybe you saw me. I was in the hum system. Then at Golden.
That's probably where we saw you in the hub system a little while ago.
Yeah.
In some time.
How did you recognize us?
Oh, well, you said you've been to a bunch of shows. It's probably how I recognize you. You look familiar. Like.
That is true. I does have one of those faces.
I'm Corvald. Nice to meet you.
Corvald. Okay. Okay.
I've never met a man so handsome before.
That's a very fine robe you have.
Isn't it?
It is.
It's made of the finest stuff. It's so comfortable, I never take it off.
He doesn't.
Under any circumstance.
And he looks at Anne May, and you are?
Anne May, pleasure. Again.
Oh, okay. He kind of looks like he's thinking. So, how crazy did we get?
It was a lot more aggressive than I expected, but in the end, I think we both got through it quite well.
Am I going to be maybe indebted to you for the next 18 years, or?
No, I doubt it.
Oh, okay. He wipes the sweat off his brow. Oh, well, and the music starts to pick up, and somebody taps him on the shoulder like, hey, get back to the... And he turns on the mic, and he starts singing I Love You, Baby, says a few lines to you, and then starts walking through the crowd.
So then, which one of these is the real one, and which one do we have to ask about Pyre?
I would say we ask both about Pyre.
Duncan's like, pie? I don't know if they got it here, but I know a place where we can get some. This has really been a weird day. You guys know Paul Anka?
We acquaintances.
Wow.
We've run into him.
A couple of times.
And I think he ran into us as well, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
He chased after me for a while.
It was not very romantic.
No, it wasn't.
Expected.
Don't let his fooling, don't let his singing fool you.
And he looks at the other guy with Ricardo with his sunglasses. He's like, you might want to have that looked at, because if it spreads, it might be hell.
What's he looking at?
He's probably in reference to the fact that he put the plate over his hand and torched it with a flame.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, oh, I had it burned before, but I never saw flames.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
So Ricardo says, so what's, you want to stay for the rest of the show, or are you ready to go?
I think it's best if we go, unfortunately. I'd like to stay, but if someone killing us, we should probably do it somewhere quieter as opposed to having shootouts in nightclubs again and again.
Yes.
And we could try to be a little more professional, I suppose.
Oh, so I don't want to go on Paul Anka's bad side.
Also,
Somehow I don't think we'd win that fight.
not in the cargo hold, at least not until this guy buys the ship. I've worked too hard to organize that stuff.
Exactly. You saying anywhere interesting, Ricardo?
No, I just came into town to see what's going on.
Well, bad news by the sound of that letter.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're welcome.
What letter?
I mean the message that said we were probably dead.
Yeah, did one of you send it?
Nope.
Definitely wasn't us.
Was it on the official Facebook Messenger page?
Yeah.
Maybe it was Carlton. He gets a little mopey sometimes. He might have got exaggerating.
He normally just slits his wrists or write bad poetry when he does that, though.
I mean, that sounded a little like bad poetry. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, his stuff tends to at least attempt to rhyme.
True.
Well, you're welcome to join us and tag along for a while. We could always use an extra hand.
Well, me and my associates are here just to touch base with you. It's good to find other followers of the faith.
Indeed.
Have you talked with the lady recently?
It's been a while since we've been in contact.
Hmm.
It's a shame.
I don't suppose you fellas are looking for work.
No, not currently.
How many others of the faith are there?
There's the Rose Appreciation Club in the Shoal system, and a group called the White Wolf Pyre in the Drove system.
Ah, yes, the rack.
Well,
They were in the which system?
Which one?
The Rose Appreciation Club.
Shoal.
I should head to Drove to see the White Wolf Pyre as well. The name was mentioned to us after all.
Can you be a member of both clubs?
I don't see why not. What's the name
How
of
do
your...
we join? How do we join the rack?
I don't think they have... I don't know if there's much of initiation. Maybe a form to fill out. I'm not sure. What's the name of your group?
Name of our group?
We don't particularly have a name. We're actually all part of the same ship.
All part of the same ship.
Yes.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
I'm the captain, and this is my crew.
Oh.
We're just big fans of Rose and all that she stands for. Maybe we can start the Rose Adoration Club.
Certainly an idea.
That acronym's already taken, though. You're going to have to come up with something else.
Why
You
not the
can never
Ministry
have
of-
too many racks.
True. And confirm.
A guy with like a headset who is not in a jumpsuit. He is in like a nice formal three-piece suit, similar to Paul Anka, but he's wearing like a headset. And he comes over and he reaches into his pocket and he hands a bunch of like tickets out to you guys and puts them on the table. Says compliments of Paul and walks away. And they're to the after party.
How many? Is it like a handful of tickets or like a ticket each?
It's like a handful, probably more than as at the table.
Invited to Paul Anka's after party and nothing to wear. Typical.
You see what you did now, Anne?
It
He's going to be looking for us.
This happens to me far more than I'd like to admit.
We should just walk away calmly and give these to the first table we walk past.
I agree. There's no party like the after party, but I do.
Would know.
True, but we do have our ship only will be ready for us tomorrow, and we gain nothing by leaving and perhaps angering our lovely benefactor.
Duncan looks at the ticket. He's like, "Hot damn! This is my day."
Certainly is.
Well, Duncan.
After party.
So we're doing this.
I am.
I don't see why not. There might be something we'll learn there, and besides, it could be fun to have a word with Paul Anka himself, as opposed to the one that tried to murder us.
And you're convinced they're two separate people?
No, not fully. However, based on the fact that this one does have a tour manager, and they didn't happen to mention a recent show in the grist system, that gives me the opinion that there very well might be two Paul Ankas. And if this is an elaborate trap to kill us, at least we're walking in with the opinion that it is a trap, so we can go armed and ready.
With a truck.
Armed and ready to the after party.
Speaking of which, how is our armory coming along? Is it stocked?
He's looking at his ticket. Oh, you want me to check on that, or?
Just a quick phone call would be fine.
Okay. He gets his data pad out, sends a message. They're working on it.
Do they have any firearms in it yet?
Oh, maybe. Why?
We don't like being robbed?
I like to go to after parties well armed, especially when Paul Anka's involved, if you know what I mean.
What the hell are you talking about? What, are you going to get weapons and come back to the after party?
Don't you bring weapons to an after party?
No. I mean, besides, Corval here's got his gladius. I don't know what you're all worried about.
I was going to look around and be like, wait, you guys don't have weapons with you?
Yeah. I'm just looking at everyone like, you're all unarmed?
My gladius is all I need.
That's true. Some of us aren't quite as well endowed with equipment as yourself.
I was just going to pat a seemingly empty spot in the booth next to him where his telekinetic rifle's propped up.
Unfortunately, I only have this little laser pistol here.
If something happens, I'll just send a message, send some of my crew down here. They'll bring some weapons.
Good to know.
Yeah, they'll be in plenty of time to save us if things go sideways.
And what about you, Ricardo? Are you in the mood for an after party?
Well, I came all this way. It's not every day you get invited to Paul Anka's after party at the Laser Lights discotheque.
Oh, the party's here?
Yeah.
Well,
it says right here on the ticket.
Oh my goodness.
What's it say? Presidential suite?
Hopefully they have better food.
I hope so.
Better than these sausage balls? Wow.
Imagine they're putting grated cheese over some normal chips and calling them nachos. Microwaving.
I thought you were going to say they were putting grated cheese over those sausage balls that have been out there all day.
I just want to hear more about his sausage balls. What can you tell us about your power pepperoni? I guess we'll just chill and enjoy the show for now until it's time to kill everyone in the after party.
Okay. All right. So the show goes on, about the third encore of Put Your Head on My Shoulder play. He does it like the extended version that goes on for like 12 minutes. And the show finally ends. His like shirt is completely he's soaked with sweat from these lights. All the lights come on. They just usher all the people without tickets out. Like they just herd them out of the Laser Lights discotheque, and then they start rolling out these exactly just like that. Those panels. They start wheeling out these panels and unfolding them to make like a private room. and they wheel in some more buffet stuff on like a serving table, and some service people come out and they have some chairs that they roll in, and a table and some couches, and they just kind of bring everything. It takes like 5 minutes. Made like this private room.
We should probably get Carlton and see if he would like to come in. Nah.
Think he's making out there? We're going to be able to retire just on what he has. How's the food look? Does it look good?
Duncan has, already grabbed a plate. It looks like actual silverware and real plates this time, not the styrofoam stuff that they had before.
Okay, good. I was about to order Arby's. Yeah, I guess I'll pull my feet from off the table and start walking towards the food. Everyone else.
Corval's gonna follow, except he's gonna, as soon as he gets to the food, he's gonna take a hard right and head to the bathroom.
I'm going up there with my posse, and then half my posse just goes to take a shit.
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna wait at the table and see if y'all bring back anything that looks good.
Yeah, one of the wait staff opens the door and escorts you to the restroom.
The restroom starts walking away.
It would be right to do so.
Duncan's like, look, the meatballs have bacon wrapped around them. This is high class.
Truly a people of culture.
And then Paul's just kind of making his way. There's probably like a dozen people that got invited to this. And Paul just kind of makes his way over to your group. Corvald, are you doing anything in the bathroom besides the bathroom? Are you scoping out any exits or looking for secret passages or trapdoors or...
Well, Corvald is going to clean his gladius in the sink. He's going to make sure he has to make sure it's shiny and ready for battle.
Yeah, Ricardo's the only one that's in there. He says his two associates left and are waiting outside.
Gotcha.
They better not be jacking rims off our truck.
We got to find 50 on cinder blocks.
Corvald's going to be like inspecting and looking around and see if there's like hidden cameras or like suspicious activity, like kind of at the exits or like kind of like backstage. Because now that they've set up like this kind of situation where there's like a room, like they have a room now in the main room, it kind of obscures all this from us. So he's going to be seeing if they're going to try to move things in while we're unaware.
Okay, give me a notice roll.
That is a 6.
No, not that you notice. You just notice people like, there's some people milling about outside. Looks like they're like either talking to somebody that's right outside the door or donating money or something to them. Something's going on. But you see F-350 parked right outside, and you can see lights and stuff whiz by the window. Those would be the vehicles that are driving, through the streets.
It's that shuttle bus running back and forth over and over and over.
Yep, and there's somebody from the wait staff is just kind of like, sir, the bathroom is over here. He's trying to like get you to follow him.
Just walking around with his gladius out, watering the floor as he goes.
Don't you tell me where the bathroom is. I have been to many a bathroom in my lifetime. I probably pissed in more bathrooms than you have ever.
I'm not going to dispute where you have urinated, as long as you go in the proper area and not in a remote corner, and then I have to clean it up later.
Do his business in the bathroom and then head back.
Yeah, he
to the after party.
Yeah, he kind of like sits in there and waits for you in the bathroom and like pulls out a towel and hands you a towel. And if you go to clean the gladius, he kind of looks at you a little bit sideways and if you need any help. like hands you a towel to clean it. He reaches into his pocket. It's got some kind of polish or whatever he hands to you.
Thank you. Truly a man of fashion. So now that his gladius is shining and gleaming and glinting in the light, he's ready for the after party.
Yeah, and before you go out, the guy kind of checks you over, and he takes out like this rolling little brush, and he starts to take off some of the lint and stuff off your robe, and then he sees like an imperfection. He takes out little like nose clippers and just cuts a piece off, and he's like, there you go. You should be good now, sir.
Robe screams in pain as you cut it.
A man of detail. I like it. Onward we go.
Yes. And you look smashing.
What's your name?
Wilson. Corval's hearing aid went out.
I'm back.
Oh, damn it.
And you see that guy reaching his hand back, and he puts away the other battery as he has put another battery in your hearing aid.
Now that's much better. Too many Paul Anka concerts. It'll get you,
Yeah, he's like, yes, sir. You look, you're ready for the after party, sir.
And what is your name?
Wilson.
Wilson. You're a fine young man, Wilson. Keep up the good work, handing towels to old men in robes like me. You'll get somewhere someday. I don't know where you'll get, but you'll get somewhere.
Well, do my best. We should get you back to the after party before all the good food is gone.
Let's go. And he'll head back.
He kind of looks at you expectingly.
Oh, I know what he wants, the gladius.
And then walks you back and opens the door and kind of gives you a look. You can make a notice roll or a what's a notice?
A no roll.
No, yeah, there you go.
Oh, we all know what he wants.
Add a wisdom modifier to that. That's a 7.
Yeah, he's you give it a look like he's expecting some kind of gratuity.
Put it in his hand, Corval.
And Corval says, of course. And he gives him 15 credits. Because I only have 25 credits on me.
Okay.
At least according to my character sheet.
You have a data pad, right? Or data slab or something?
Yeah. Okay. I've got... Because no, I do not actually, because I think Ann May got it. We split up who got the data slab. And it was not.
So so I'm imagining it's like a card that has like 15 credits on it, like a gift card.
Yeah.
To Space Amazon.
Spamazon.
Spamazon.
I was going to say Stargate.
He kind of looks at it. He's like, "Oh, okay, thank you, sir."
You're welcome.
So Paul's making the rounds. He comes over to you guys. He's like, "Well, I'm glad you hung around. It was quite a show."
Oh yeah.
It most certainly was. If we'd have known you'd be in town, we would have come a bit more prepared.
Prepared?
Oh, she could have spent twice as long shopping as she did.
Oh, okay. Well,
it only took her 6 hours to find that outfit. She could have spent at least 13, 14 hours picking out an outfit.
I didn't even get anything here.
So, what do you like to do to unwind after a concert? This is our first time in the backstage, if you know what I mean.
Like to have a few drinks, listen to some gangster rap, and just kind of relax.
I definitely relaxed to gangster rap too.
Have you eaten anything yet?
Oh, I'm on a strict juice diet.
Juice diet?
Yeah, tour manager.
Where's he at?
Looks around. He's like talking to one of the wait staff.
I'm gonna reach over on Duncan's plate, grab him one of those meatballs.
Duncan's like, "What? Hey, what?" And he goes back to get more.
He has become the meatball man.
I stole Duncan's last meatball and gave it to Paul.
Paul's like, he looks over to see the manager isn't looking and wolfs it down.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good stuff. Hey, thank you.
So how's that diet working out for you? Do you feel better?
Oh, I'm pretty regular now, so that helps.
Yeah, those meatballs will not do that to you.
I believe the term for the meatballs is diarrheic.
Oh, Duncan hasn't been to the bathroom since we got here. He got here 4 hours ago.
He can't go to the bathroom. I actually tried poking him in the stomach and nothing came in.
I think Duncan's just been so excited to meet you, Paul.
Duncan's like, don't put me on the spot. I mean,
No, go come. No, don't be a stranger.
okay.
And Corval will like put his arm around him and like kind of shimmy him up and be like, Duncan, Paul Duncan, nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And he reaches in and pulls out his backstage after party pass and it's like, can you sign this?
Paul, what is one question that you're burning to ask Duncan?
How can one man eat that many sausage balls?
Duncan, you heard the man. Tell him your secret.
You got to fight through the pain.
I'm imagining Duncan's got like 8 plates stacked up over in his corner of the booth.
I'm going to go ahead and say, God, how big are those sausage balls anyway? Just looking at them, how big are they, Peter?
Oh, they're
inch and a half diameter.
Probably like twice as big as a D20.
Twice as big. D20s are now a system of measurement.
That's right, they are.
In this universe.
Yes.
Further proof, us Americans will use anything but the metric system to measure shit.
So, with all the ones you've eaten so far, if we then go ahead and think that they are, let's measure it, it's about an inch. What's the measurements for how big a circle is again? It's pi r squared, correct? Hey, Paul, do you remember what the number for pi is again? I'll do the math in my head real fast here.
The number for pi?
Yeah.
Are you looking for a pi joint? I don't, there's one in the swarm system, I think.
No, I was just thinking about mathematically.
Oh.
Trying to figure out how many he's eaten so far in terms of space.
It looks like he can pack a lot in there.
I'm just worried he might explode.
That'd be a mess.
I'm sure he can hold it in.
That's
what makes him strong. How many meatballs he can hold.
Yeah.
Duncan's like, pie. Yeah.
You did say you know a pie joint, don't you, Duncan?
Yeah, there's one around here. They're probably still open.
Certainly an idea. What do you think, Paul? You up for pie?
I'll have to talk to the tour manager. I mean,
oh, come on, Paul. You're your own man at this point.
I
know.
You should be able to eat pie when you want pie.
You've got to be off work by now.
It's it's a strict schedule. I mean, you don't look this young just by doing whatever. I mean,
works for Anme. You should see some of the shit she does.
That is true. I get myself in a bunch of sticky situations.
Oh, very sticky.
get caught up in a lot of things I don't particularly want to.
Well,
has anything bad ever started with Pi? No.
Do you know what the number for Pi is?
Yeah. She just asked me that.
He's not sure.
I used to have a number for Pi, but you're talking about the math. You're talking about that thing you learned in school. Yeah, no, I didn't. I don't remember
Paul,
that.
there's no point in explaining it to him again. He's just gonna forget again in like 5 seconds.
So
I tell you what, why don't you sit here and relax with Duncan and have another meatball, and I'll go talk to your tour manager about us going to have some pie.
Okay. Yeah.
You see I'd stand up from the table and start cracking his knuckles as he walks away.
I'd be gentle.
Yep, got it.
All right. Tour manager is talking to one of the wait staff. Something about, the room size is not accurate.
Room size?
I can't fit
because they wheeled they basically built the room. So he's like looking at him going, I think he's got a data pad out. He's like, no, I'll measure it again, but this room is too small. It should have been another half a centimeter bigger. I'm telling you. Boom, metric system. Thank you.
Yep. Hey, while you're really busy working on that, Paul's getting a little famished. We're going to take him out to the juice bar up the street.
Oh, really? Is a juice bar here?
Yeah. They just put it in. It's probably not even on the map.
Oh, okay, good. Because sometimes he gets the wandering eye, and he'll start eating stuff he really shouldn't.
Oh no, he's been begging for some juice.
Good. Well, that's good to know. Good. I'm glad that diet's finally working. Yeah. Let me. Let me straighten this thing out here with the room size and the.
Oh, yeah, no problem. We'll have him back here in no time. You won't even miss him.
Okay.
Cool. Just turns around and starts walking back to the table smiling.
Oh, he's dead.
Hey, a couple of the wait staff come over and they're like, they start unlocking the wall to like move it. And he's got like one of those looks like a small little like laser thing that he's like measuring.
Measuring his pie.
Paul's yeah. So you come back and tell him?
Oh yeah.
Duncan's like, oh, okay, and he's like, he's got the plate and he just takes the sausage balls with the bacon and puts them in his pocket, dumps them in there, puts the plate down. Let's go.
Here's the deal, Paul. Your tour manager is not real bright. I told him we're taking you to a juice bar, which he was very surprised to hear there's a juice bar here because there's not. And he just agreed. So we're going to go ahead and go get pie now. Just remember, you had juice.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean.
And you probably need a new manager.
Yeah, you could be your own manager.
I don't want to deal with that shit.
No, he's over there freaking out right now. Something about 2 centimeters too small or too big or something on the size of the room.
Yeah. Well, that's his job.
Made my job easy. Anyway, let's go get some pie.
All right. So you proceed outside. So it's you, Ricardo. You guys, Ricardo, Paul, Anka, Duncan, walk outside. There's a couple people loitering in the street. There's still pretty busy. It's like 2 a.m. and there's still like vehicles whizzing by, and the city seems to be alive. You can hear machines and all sorts of factories working, and you can see the steam in the lights.
But nobody's busier than Carlton's collection hat, right?
How big's it getting?
Carlton's just sitting there with he's got his book open, writing stuff down.
So, Duncan, how far is this pie place?
Oh yeah, so he's like just a couple blocks.
Oh, perfect. We'll take the truck. And you want to drive?
I got it. Pull out the clicker, open the truck.
Imagine if she's just like, the truck opens.
All right.
Oh, F-350, we're back. You know what to do.
Clap bunch.
You know I left him in standby mode. He's not going to answer you.
He always answers me or he dies. It's as simple as that.
He's in standby mode. Please don't tear him up any further. You know what he'll do when you wake him up? It'll be like a solid week. I require maintenance. I require maintenance.
Yes. Just hop in and start it up.
All right.
Wait for
So,
black side.
all right. So you're driving. Who's in the passenger seat?
Oh, that's my seat. Nobody sits there.
All right. Who's in the back?
Yes, Corval.
Corvald.
Paul
Duncan.
Anka.
Yep.
Ricardo and Paul Anka. We're all stuffed in the back.
And Duncan's in Carlton's spot in the middle of the bed.
Duncan's on Ide's lap.
Oh God.
I believe the term in this game is a physical saving throw against
You begin to drive. You know, Duncan is kind of pointing you in the direction to go down these like narrow streets. So vehicles will go on the ground and some go above you too. So they're all flying not very high, probably 40 or 50 feet is max.
Corval, do you think we could get the truck to do that? That looks pretty cool.
Well, we would need very different engines to do that.
It's maintenance. He's always wanting maintenance.
It will require a lot of maintenance.
That's like more than maintenance. That's like swapping out a good chunk of his body.
It'll be fine.
Engine.
We should totally look into it.
Maybe get something a bit nicer and more classy than a truck chassis as well.
I mean, that's basically a rebuild, which I'm not against doing, but it will take some time.
I mean, he's kind of already a rebuild. We kind of stuffed him in what we had laying around. Anyway.
That is true.
Poor guy doesn't even remember. Oh, we shouldn't talk about it. He might overhear.
That's true. He knows enough already.
So everybody give me a notice roll.
Paul Anka in the quest for Pyre. Which is a game I did not know I wanted until I just said it.
Dude, dirty 12.
7.
Let's see. Yeah. 9.
All right. I heard 7. I heard 9.
12.
Okay. So you guys in the front would notice before Corvald that as you're taking these little narrow roads and he directs you to this place that doesn't even look like it's open. Yeah, but it's got one red light on it. Come up and it's got a hand-painted sign that says Grease Trap. And trap is spelled Trappe. And literally, like across the street, you can see the light. You can see there's a bunch of lights. And you realize that there are a bunch of androids. And there's a sign that says Trinity Basic ++. So you would guess that you're like right at the dividing point of the two districts.
Duncan, didn't you tell us not to come this far out?
Yeah, well, as long as we stay on this side, it's fine. They're not going to bother us.
I don't know if it's a very good idea.
We might want to disguise Paul at least.
Is this place open?
Yeah, they're always open. And Duncan just kind of gets out and goes up and starts banging on the door.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, but the way they spelled their name, this place might be French.
Oh God, no.
I know,
Well,
right?
again, the French are known for their food.
Yeah. That being said,
Mel, open up, and he's like banging on the door. He hits the doorbell a couple times. And then you see a light come on. And the curtain gets rolled back. It's got like a big glass window in the front. And you can just clearly see the sign that's like in the corner of the big window. And it says Grease Trap. And a guy who looks clearly that he has been sleeping unlocks the door, sticks his head out and sees everybody. He's like, come on in.
Yeah, I want to rummage around in the back of the truck and see if we have any like spare uniforms from the planet we were on, or jumpsuits or anything, and try to get Paul to hide.
I mean, I think we'll be okay as long as Paul just leaves out the driver's side.
He's in a three-piece suit.
And?
He's gonna draw attention.
It's fine if he draws attention as long as the androids don't do anything.
It's their attention I'm worried. Give him your jacket. You've got on one of those jumpsuit things.
Nope, I just have on my armored vac suit.
You went shopping all day and didn't come back with a new outfit.
Nope.
I've thought this whole time that you bought one of the track suits.
Nope. No. Nope. Didn't have the money to blow on it. Paul, it's all good. We'll take care of you. And I'm gonna actually put the car in park and just step out.
Okay, so yeah, you like park right on the side there.
We're partially parked on the sidewalk. The front wheels are over it.
Yep.
I want to reach up and hit the Sentry mode button before I get out.
Okay.
And start shooting Paul Anka.
Shit.
Ricardo that's just riddled with bullets. 2 shotgun blasts later, and they're both dead. Blame it on the androids, quick.
They hacked our truck, damn it.
You hacked.
So the Paul goes in. It's basically there's like a table right in the front where the window is. There's not much seating. There's a counter, and you can hear him firing up like the grill and the vents and everything in the back as he's like turning the lights on. All right, so you want the standard pies or what?
Pecan.
What pie do you have to offer?
We got anchovy or mincemeat.
I'll go mincemeat, please.
You don't have any pecan pie?
Never heard of it.
Oh, anchovy.
I guess I'll try the mincemeat.
So he's in the back, starts making them, rolls out the dough. You didn't know this episode is basically about food.
I haven't eaten dinner yet today, so I'm actually looking at food.
I'm just glad this episode's not about our deaths. What are you talking about?
I was going to say, so first time on Ermac? The Paul Anka?
Oh, no, I've been here many times. Not to this particular fine establishment, but I couldn't say how many. It's been so different places. The Laser Lights Discotheque has been all sorts of names. That's just the name they're using now.
True. Well, at least you get around, which is nice.
Yeah.
Does it ever get old?
Oh, the touring gets old, but you know, playing the songs for the fans, it doesn't.
I mean, we did too, but they were really into it tonight.
There was a lot of alcohol involved.
I think that's pretty standard for most of your events these days.
Yeah. Mel comes over and picks up something. He turns on like a black and white screen. And it, flips on, and he starts flipping through it. And then it goes to some kind of like public access TV where they're talking about fires on Ermac and water rights and things like that. And then somebody comes somebody comes on the camera and is like, okay, the latest all points bulletin.
Telekinetically smashing the power button.
Okay, so you shut the TV off.
Yep.
And Duncan goes, good, yeah, I don't want to hear about all that stuff. Mel, just stick to cooking the food, man.
It was getting depressing.
Always so negative on the news.
There's never any good news anymore.
Thank God that TV went on the fritz and just shut off.
Oh, let me try to turn it back on.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much, Corvo.
You reach up there with the Gladius and try to hit the power button.
Pretty much.
They're both fighting.
Telekinetically yank the power cord out of the wall. Like, nope.
Telekinetically just yeet the TV out the front window.
Oh God, that TV hates the news more than we do. Corval's trying to get us arrested or killed.
I just wanted to hear what they had to say.
There's probably something pornographic.
Ever since I've gotten older, I've taken a keen interest in the news.
You know what they say, no news is good news.
Ever since his 75th birthday, all he wants to watch is the news and Naked and Afraid.
How long ago was his 75th birthday again? How many years back was that?
I don't remember.
If you're lucky, you can get the crossover special.
That is true.
Is that the one where the anchors at the news desk are naked and afraid?
Yes.
That I'd actually watch. I'll go for that special.
This process takes about an hour. It's like 3:30 in the morning.
So no shit, Paul, you were there? Really?
Yeah.
Paul's deep in that, huh?
I mean, just between us. And then he looks at his data pad, another ping. It's like, just the tour director looking for me.
Remember, we're at the juice bar.
Yep, juicing it up.
It's fresh squeeze. They're having to pick the fruit. That's what it was. That's what you tell him.
They're having to go and buy a pair of sweatpants that say juicy on the back of them.
Oh, and May, you had those in the laundry room on the ship.
And not anymore after what happened to the ship.
That's true. That's true. That was, yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
So, Ann May, you get a ping on your. Do you have a data pad?
I have a compad.
You have a compad. You get a ping that says that F-350 is offline.
Oh. Guys, I think we might have trouble, and I'm going to go ahead, stand up, and start heading to the window to take a look with the laser pistol at my side.
You look out, it looks like F-350 has no lights. Just sitting there.
I'm going to click the unlock button.
It does not work.
I click the alarm button.
It does not work.
Guys, I think we're not going to get pie.
Corval, did we replace his power cell, or is that...
Mel's like, look, it's only another couple minutes. You're going to get your damn pies.
Mal, stay in the back and keep cooking.
What else the hell else am I going to do?
You three stay close to Ide. He'll keep you safe.
What?
Probably. I'm going to step outside and draw the laser pistol from my thigh holster.
It's eerily quiet, and there's no traffic, which is very strange. 'Cause even for when you got here, there was a little bit of traffic. It's like there's nobody out here.
Okay, I'm going to take a look around and make my way to 350 where I left him, which is right by the front door, and try to open the door.
Yeah, it's locked. Just how you left it.
F-350, I'm going to find a way to beat you to within an inch of your robotic life.
You're going to have to do the old-fashioned thing where you put the key in the door.
I'll pull out the key and try putting it in the door. It feels really weird.
Feels like you're cheating.
Cheating on him with another truck. Does the key work in opening the door?
Yeah, the key will work. Yeah.
Okay, I put the key in and open the door. Keep listening for anything coming up behind me with a crowbar.
Yeah, you unlock the door and you can get in.
Yeah, I'll step partially in and put the key in the ignition. Anything?
It's dead.
Yeah, and battery's dead.
Yeah, it doesn't even click, doesn't do anything.
Go ahead, shut the door, lock it, walk back inside. Well, there's no traffic on the roads. The truck is in starting. The battery appears dead. Somehow. And I have a feeling we're about to be murdered.
You just see Odd sitting there with empty hands, just.
Do you mind turning the TV on?
What? Oh, yeah, and I'll telekinetically plug the TV back in and turn it back on.
Yeah, TV comes back on. It's that public access station, and they're rebroadcasting some performance, some local play performance of the life of Brian.
Oh, no.
All right, Corvold, you're the master of this. Find us some news.
Oh, now we want news. You have time.
Preferably the naked and afraid type news.
See, all it is take time to appreciate the joy of news.
Yeah, our truck's dead and there's nobody outside. Come on now.
So Corval will start flipping through the channels.
It's the old-fashioned with the dial tuners.
As he would stop for like a longer period of time on channels that had clear advertisements geared towards older folks.
This one's probably the news.
Like this is just in between news segments.
Wrong channel. That's the strippers.
You've been on snow for the past 15 minutes.
Wyatt, they're about to say something.
We look over and he's leaning on the TV, dozed off 2 or 3 times.
All right. News always gets you. So yeah, Corval would keep flipping until he found a 24/7 news segment.
The weather station.
Yeah.
Box News.
Fox News.
Yeah, it's Ermac's headline news report. They talk about the weather.
All right, now this is the good stuff. Now I'll know if my joints are going to ache tomorrow.
But you're going to wear that robe whether it's hot or snowing.
Yeah, but at least you know what kind of day you're getting yourself into.
So Mel puts out 2 mincemeat pies. He's like, I got some more coming. Here you go.
Thank you. As he just sees me with a laser pistol in my hand, Corvold half attached to the TV, and everyone else sitting behind Ide, who's holding nothing.
Paul Anka's like, man, I need to get out more.
I'm just looking out the front window like, I don't see anything yet.
Clearly.
So who's going to eat?
I mean, Corval did order the anchovies.
Yeah. He's watching the news. Ide's looking out the window.
I'll keep an eye on the news while stuffing pie into my face at the same time.
All right, so Ide, give me a notice roll.
I'm certain that Duncan is face first in the pie.
I'll give you an extra D6.
Oh, an extra D6? Good. I need it because that roll was awful. That's better. 10.
Oh, we all die.
Okay.
That's how many androids I see outside stomping this way with heavy machine guns.
So you catch like the reflection of some kind of light through the window outside, and it's some kind of vehicle like hovercraft or whatever going by, but it's going by fairly slow. And then you see the glint of what looks like the barrel of some kind of gun. Give me an initiative roll.
Oh no.
It's a D8 in this game.
Yeah, we haven't rolled a D8 in a while.
Like a D8, like a D8.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to initiative that I can tell, so that's just a 7.
All right. You're up first.
Man, it's hard to go first because I don't know if this thing's hostile or not. Is it like...
It has a gun.
Is it pointing its gun in our direction?
It looks like that. Looks like it, yes.
Oh, yeah. I was definitely taking a shot right through the front window of here at whatever that is.
A pacifist murder robot.
Check bonuses and all that nonsense here because it's been a bit since I've shot anything.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew.
That's a telekinetic gun. It doesn't make any noises. That's what all I had. Cool. Ah, nice. With a 2 on the dice and a +3 modifier, that's a 5 to hit.
So, does that? So you shoot out the window. So are you shooting through the big glass window?
Yep.
So does that break the window, or can you just like make it so it doesn't do that?
I think it shoots from the telekinetic weapon in my hand out just like a normal gun almost. Okay. I would imagine it's sort of like force damage in D&D, but yeah, it probably like destroys that window.
There's a little hole. Well, the window's
little force damage, just a tiny.
Yeah. All right. So everybody, give me an evasion roll.
Oh no. Oh, that's not bad.
You can get +2 to that roll.
That's a pass.
Oh, the dice is nice tonight. After that terrible attack roll, that's a pass.
Corval's failed.
Okay. So Corval, you take 3 damage. Everybody else takes 1 damage as some sort of automatic weapon erupts. Ide smashes the window, and then this weapon goes off and sprays the grease trap with bullets.
Everybody get down. Oh.
A little bit late.
We figured it out.
It bounces, hits the counter. It's just going everywhere. Everybody ducks out of the way.
I take it this isn't the only pie joint in town. Your competition's a bit ruthless.
That's not my competition. That's my ex-wife. We need initiative now.
Yeah, you can roll initiative. Yep.
Wait, is it group initiative?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Do I keep the same or do I need to roll again?
Roll again.
7.
Three.
All right, and May, you're up, and then Corvald or Ide.
At least I managed to shatter the glass outward before they shot it in at us.
Do we see the vehicle or the person in the driver's seat of the vehicle?
The vehicle has gone past your field of view.
Okay. Do we see anyone else coming through?
Nope.
I'd like to do an epic dive through the window that's broken now.
Okay.
Let's roll out onto the street and then on one knee pull my laser pistol up and try shooting at the vehicle.
All right, give me an exert roll.
Exert roll. That is the.
This is
I actually have pluses to this. Actually,
this is
I do.
absolutely female Nick Fury trying to shoot down the helicopter with a 9mm.
Fuck, the helicopter's doomed. 12 for exert.
Yeah, perfect. You jump out, roll out into the street.
Yep. Can I see the back window where the driver's head would be?
You can see a vehicle. Yes, you could shoot at it.
I like to shoot through the back window and try and hit the driver, if possible.
All right.
I'm optimistic about this.
Don't forget your special catchphrase.
Which one?
Mother! Pow, 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 pow.
I prefer when I get to shoot first. Okay, that is 17 plus 5 for 22 to hit.
All right.
And that is 7 points of laser pistol damage through the back window, if possible.
Okay, yeah, you blast a hole in the back of this vehicle.
You see all this light appear and approach the laser pistol like it's being sucked in and goes... Pew, pew, pew.
All right, you guys saw Ann May just jump out the broken window, roll onto the street, and fire.
I knew she'd do that. That's why I shot the glass.
Somehow I believe you.
You or I'd. You guys rolled the same initiative, so.
Oh.
He rolled a 3 also. Ow.
We're going to have a kiss-off. Whichever one of you is the better kisser gets to go first.
Nah, he can go.
Okay.
Corvo's gonna pull out his laser pistol and kind of duck behind like one of the walls, and then pop out, and take a shot.
Okay. Yeah, you can go up to the busted ass window and like peek out and shoot at it down the street.
Nice. I rolled a natural 1 for 1 damage.
You can roll. You can use a hustle point if you want to re-roll.
Yeah, I think I will. Wow. I got another natural 1.
Okay, so how does Anne May die?
Roll a D100.
Oh, no.
Nice gods have spoken. It's a 14.
You just look bad.
I imagine like he shoots down the street and it hits a light pole and it like reflects the beam back.
Yeah.
And like it just misses him. He's like, ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's why he's a gladius man.
Yep.
I hate ranged weapons. It's so much easier when things are nice and close.
He's put another bullet hole in the neighborhood stop sign.
It happens a lot here. It's a bad neighborhood.
Alright.
Take a shot at this vehicle.
Okay, so you're gonna stick your head out, or are you jumping out the window?
I would like to just like step out through the window. I believe it was a fairly large window.
Yeah, you can do that.
And let's see what I get for an attack roll. That's slightly better with a 14.
That just misses.
Oh, I'll try a hustle point.
Yeah, you can.
I imagined I missed, so I'm going to try to adjust my aim. And yeah, that got worse. Now it's an 11. I should have paid more attention. I imagined I missed to the left, and I aimed further to the right, and I actually shot into the sidewalk across the street. It was awful.
Yeah, you fire. It streaks, just missing it hits the side of a building. Duncan helps Paul up. It looks like there's been some. Paul's bleeding. He looks at his shirt. He's got some blood from the glass or whatever that got blown out. Just kind of shakes his head. And Ricardo looks at him, and he gets up and shakes some of the debris off, and runs and opens the door and steps outside to look to see what's going on. The vehicle makes a turn and vanishes down, looks like an alley. Out of sight. And May, you're up.
Damn it. I'm going to look. Does F-350 appear like he's working, or is he still sleeping?
He's still sleeping.
I'd get them out of here. And I'm going to start running after the car.
What?
All right, so you start running down the street.
Yep, as fast as my little legs can take me.
You two get in the truck.
Yes, it'll be safer there. And I'll
shit.
get this bad boy going again.
Oh, she's got the key.
Damn it. Well, then how? If she has the key, then how can they get inside the truck?
Exactly.
You could always just ask Duncan to call his friends.
Yeah, that is a good point. As he gets up and realizes they've been shot at, he will get on his data pad and starts calling for help. Oh, they should be here any minute. Hopefully those pies will be done.
There's 2 pies over there on the table. I mean, try to pick the glass out of them, but
That's just extra flavor.
Are you guys going to wait for his ride, or are you going to go follow Ann May?
They're a lot smarter than I am. They're probably going to wait for the ride.
who the hell are you talking about?
I have 6 intelligence for a reason here.
6? Oh.
What's Corval going to do?
He's gonna chase after Anne May.
Okay.
But he will he will run a little bit and then teleport ahead and then run.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
It nets out to be the same. It's just,
Right. Is
we
Ide
both
following, or are you waiting for a ride?
No, I'm going to stay here and protect these guys.
Okay. So Ann May, you turn and go down this alley. You realize you are now in the Trinity Basic Plus section district, and you can see like these red eyes from a few of the buildings, like the catwalks begin watching you. This vehicle, you just see an image. There's no lights on it, but you can see something like a dark image moving ahead of you, and it slows down, and you can see it stop. It's probably like 100 yards away.
Do I see the robot's eyes looking at that as well?
Yeah. You can see they're kind of like all lit up along both sides of this alley.
Yeah. So that. Oh, you said 100 meters away.
100 yards. Yeah, so 100 meters.
Oh, okay, fine. Just gonna go ahead, patiently stop what I'm doing, stop right at the edge, take a knee, aim, fire my laser pistol. Because 100 meters is the standard range for it. Still.
Okay.
Just gonna shoot at the back of it. Okay, 13 and 5 is 18 to hit.
Yep.
And for 6 points of damage to the back window again.
Yeah, you hit it, and you can see this vehicle that's hovering just kind of rock like this, and it looks like somebody falls out onto the ground, and they like scurry behind like a partition or something, like a retaining wall.
Okay, and I got 10 meters of movement, so I'm just going to walk 10 meters further in. And just look at the robots and go, it's just business, don't worry about it.
Imagine at some point in that you hear the distinct thump of Corval teleporting in like 10 meters behind you.
All right, Corval, what are you going to do?
Corval's going. How tall are the rooftops?
3 to 4 stories high.
Corval is going to try to see if he can, like, he's gonna like stay hidden and then like try to teleport to a closer vantage point that's like also hidden. So like they don't know that he's kind of moving up. So
Okay.
He's inside a dumpster.
Yeah, there's like various retaining walls and stuff along this alley, so you could like teleport to one that's closer, and you can see that this whatever this other craft is emitting some kind of smoke or steam, like it's been damaged. It's just sitting there. So Ann May and Corval, both you see somebody looks like the driver's side get out, jump out, and like scurry across to the other side of the alley. And the hovercraft is kind of slowly moving, kind of begins to turn and head in your direction, going really slow. Like you can see it's kind of janky movements going like headed your way.
What type of speed?
It's probably going
1 kph.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a baby crawling past it right now on the sidewalk.
It's going like 11 kilometers per hour, like 7 miles an hour.
Okay. And can we see anything through the glass? Like, are the interior lights still on because they left the door open or anything?
It doesn't look like there's anybody in it.
Okay. I'm going to walk towards it on the driver's side, and when it comes near, I'm going to hop in.
So it gets up close to you. You have to jump to get into it because it's high in the air.
Yeah, she can do it. She can jump. Slip the pistol back in the holster and wait for it to come, and then just jump in.
Give me an exert roll.
Happily. That is why I picked it. That is 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay. Yeah, you jump on and climb into this thing. You can see that a lot of the electronics and stuff have been damaged. The whole back window's been destroyed. The seat, there's got a big hole in it. And then you're looking at like the center screen, and there's a countdown. It's at like 9 seconds.
I see. Corvald, I do recommend running. And I'm going to stomp on the accelerator and jump out to give it a burst of speed.
Okay. All right, Corval, what are you going to do?
He's going to. Well, when he says he's just running, did Ann May? Is she still in the car? Like,
yeah. She jumps in the car and tells you to start running.
Okay. I wasn't sure if she like put something on the pedal in the car so it would go, and then just like jumped out.
I'm just gonna give it a little burst of speed because there's not enough time.
So yeah, I guess Corval will teleport run.
Okay.
Which direction are you heading with that?
You'd head back to the pie shop.
Yeah, well, headed back to the pie shop is in the direction the car is going.
Oh.
I mean, it's not going to hit the pie shop because it took like a left turn.
In the opposite direction of the pie shop, then.
Okay. Towards the people that we're fighting.
All right, give me a notice roll.
Ooh, nice. It's an 8.
So when you teleport and you're like behind another wall, and you can see the Ann May in the hovercraft, and you spot across from you there is a figure standing there, like hunkered down. Looks like they're holding some kind of weapon, like looking around. They don't seem to notice you. We go back to Ide at the pie shop at the Greasy Trap, as you are with Duncan, who's called for his workers to show up with Paul, Anka, and what was his name? Ricardo, who is outside. Looks like he's headed in the direction where Anne May went. You see a figure walk from across the street, and they brandish like, it looks like a shotgun. They kind of like stepped out of the shadows.
Oh, an armed figure has stepped out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely taking a shot at that.
Okay.
Come on, dice, do better this time. Aha! 21 to hit.
That is definitely a hit.
That is, okay, D10 plus 2 damage. 5 damage. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Hey, that's over half my health.
Okay, so you fire and you hit him, and he's in the middle of this street, and you see him pull, looks like a shotgun. You hear a thud noise like a doom, and this projectile comes into the greasy trap and lands on the ground. Give me a physical save.
Physical save.
Oh no, it's Ethel and her grenade launcher.
Yep, that's a fail.
So it lands on the ground and starts to spew out like this green gas all through the place, and you get kind of woozy. You fall over. You notice Paul and Duncan are coughing before you pass out.
Ah, shit.
One job, Ide. One job.
Anne May, so you're gonna send this thing forward and jump out?
Yep. Just a quick little tap of the accelerator with the toe of my boot, and then jumping on out and heading back towards the guys I saw around the corner.
All right. Give me an exert roll.
Okay. Okay. That's 6 and 2 is 8, 9, and 11 total.
Okay. You jump out and send this thing headed straight for the building ahead of it, because I don't think it's going to make that turn.
What? You're kidding.
And you jump out and start running the other way?
Yep, I'm running towards the guys who sent it this way.
Okay. Corval, do you see, you spot this one guy across from you.
Is like a hostile guy?
Yeah, looks like he's on one knee. It looks like he's carrying some kind of big gun. It looks like some sort of automatic weapon.
Corval's going to counter his rock with scissors.
All right.
And take out the gladius and
charge.
Yeah.
And May, you see Corval come out of the run across the street as one of the lights comes on and hits him, and she glares off the gladius. Go and attack.
Oh, Vord, what the hell are you? Oh, okay, good luck.
What'd you think of that? That's an 11.
You swing. Does that have any, what's that, whatever that damage is called? I can't remember.
Shock.
Shock damage? Oh, it depends on his AC.
No, it doesn't.
Should. It's a tech level 4 weapon, correct? I think it was said.
AC 13.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. You surprised the hell out of this guy. Swinging a gladius at him. So he reaches into his pocket as he swings, drops his weapon, rings in. It looks like he grabs like a taser and zaps you for 3 points as he...
Taser!
Ide is passed out. And May, you're up.
Okay, I'm researching one thing real fast. Seems to be no negative for doing it that I can find in the rules here. So I'm going to shoot at the guy who Korvold's fighting right now because I just saw Korvold's teeth light up from a taser on him. I'm just gonna walk past, well, continue walking and shoot the guy Korvold's fighting to try and help. 18 plus 5 is 23 to hit.
Yep.
For 7 points of laser damage.
Yeah, you blast him. Now as you get close, you realize that this guy is like part human, part cyborg. Like he's got like metal parts. And he's wearing like a cut off leather jacket. You would associate him with like a motorcycle gang. He's probably a deviant.
His DeviantArt account.
Korvold, you're up.
Korvold's not going to take no for an answer and swing again.
Korvold woke up this morning and chose violence.
He's just watched a lot of news. Now he's all jazzed up.
Remember, kids, violence isn't the answer. Violence is the question, and the answer is yes.
That's a 20, not natural. Does 1 damage. But I get 1d4 fire.
Oh yeah.
So that's 4 fire damage.
Oof.
Top of that 1.
So yeah, you burn him, burning his leather jacket, which causes him great emotional suffering.
Dude! Don't fuck with the colors!
And he rolls a natural 1 as he tries to hit you with that taser again.
He's crippled permanently for life.
You strike him and burns his coat. And he's like, "You son of a..." He goes to hit you. He swings wildly and zaps himself in the head and falls back against a bin that's got like a metal grate on it. You can hear the distinct like metal on metal as it strikes it. He just kind of looks like he goes into some kind of like shock almost, and he begins to smoke, and his body just collapses. He critically failed and then took damage, and that was enough to kill him.
Truly an electrifying experience. How far is the alleyway?
Just when you think about heading back to the grease trap, there is a tremendous explosion as the hovercraft is like slammed into the side of one of the buildings and explodes. And now all these alarms and stuff are going off in this part of town.
Head back to the grease trap, check on how everyone's doing there. So I'll go the distance I can, get around the corner.
Okay.
Oh, we're great. We've never been better.
All right, everybody, both you guys give me a sneak roll.
Snack roll, oh my god. 7.
Also a 7.
As this explosion kind of echoes down this alley, you begin to see a couple of these large androids kind of step out of the shadows with their red eyes, and they're looking at you, and they start to stand and get in your way as you're headed down the alley back to the grease trap.
Just cut them apart.
Are they exhibiting hostile intent?
They don't look like they have any weapons. They stand about 8 feet tall, and one puts out an arm like, "Halt!"
Excuse me, we're trying to go ahead and deal with the aftermath of an explosion here. Emergency services?
Emergency services?
Yes.
You can see it scanning both of you. Korvold in his robe and Gladius, and you wearing whatever you're wearing. A jumpsuit or something.
The armored vac suit.
The armored vac suit. What services are those?
Well, if you notice, there was an explosion just out here.
One of them turns and turns back very slowly. Yes, we are aware of this explosion. It is not currently in our district.
That's very nice. That's exactly why we're going over there, to deal with the explosion. We are the emergency services from that district.
Give me a talk roll.
Okay. My character was good at something. Okay, that one, and that gives me 13 total.
Okay. Steps out of your way.
Thank you.
Please refrain from any violence while in the Trinity Basic Plus Plus district. Thank you.
We'll do our best. Thank you. I'm gonna run around the corner and head to the pie shop.
Yeah, the pieces and parts of the side of this building and the hovercraft lay on the ground burning and sparks of energy, and you turn and go past that rubble, and you are running up to the grease trap that now looks like it has some kind of green smoke billowing from it. And sitting next to F-350 is the owner, Mel, as he's like got something, he's got a rag covering his mouth, coughing, and you can see that there are two pies on top of F-350 sitting there. He's just like coughing. And
Mel, what happened?
Somebody. It was bad. Somebody. I saved the pies though.
Where's Ide? Where are the others?
They came and snatched them.
But which way did they go? Were they on foot? Did they have a vehicle?
I don't know.
Do you know which direction they went?
No, but somebody's going to pay for these pies.
Yeah. That'll be taken care of. I'm going to click the button for F-350. Is he working yet?
No, but you can give me... both of you guys can give me a roll if you want, like... Corval, if you want to use, like, program or fix. Or if you guys want to use notice...
Can I use pilot for my knowledge of the vehicle itself?
I'll let you do that, yeah.
Okay.
You know it's a piece of crap.
That's it. I rolled an 8.
Okay.
That's a 10 total.
Okay. So, Corval, which one were you using?
Fix.
Okay. So both of you at the same time, kind of as you're getting in, you realize that there's some kind of energy drain or something, and you pretty much at the same time, kind of looking around, you realize underneath the body of the truck is some kind of magnetic puck, but it's kind of like an EMP generator, and it basically just fried all the systems, at least shut it down. As soon as you pull it off and remove it, everything powers up again.
In F-350.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it.
Up into the driver's seat, and can I guesstimate the approximate direction they would have gone?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can kind of guesstimate as you guys are getting in the truck, and Mel picks up the pies and throws them and gets in the back seat because he's not gonna leave without getting paid.
You got the pies, Mel?
Yeah.
Good.
And Duncan's crew comes rolling in a vehicle, and they start getting out, and you can see that. Paul, Anka's tour manager, gets out of like an Uber, all worried. It's like, this isn't a juice shop.
I'm gonna yell at Duncan. Man, any of you have a mag pistol or something, or a rifle?
They all have weapons.
Just going to take a quick look, see if any of them are laser or mag based.
Yeah, they're all heavily armed.
Throw me a mag rifle.
All right, they throw you a mag rifle.
Thank you. Corvo, do you need anything?
Maybe a laser rifle?
Mag Gladius.
A Magius.
Work on my throwing arm. That's what I need.
Do you have kinetic javelins? This is the question we need to know. Do we have laser peeler? Asking for a friend.
Peels carrots from up to 50 yards. I mean, meters.
You watch your mouth, young man.
Got it on an infomercial.
So Paul Anka's tour manager comes running over and pulls out a data pad. It looks disgusted. Shouldn't have fallen for that. I knew he wasn't coming here to get juice.
Well, we were trying to get juice. Unfortunately, the juice bar was closed.
There is juice. It's just meat juice.
Meat juice.
Oh dear. Now we're
So you coming with us? Hop in.
He's like, you need to know where he is. Is he missing?
Well, the hope is to find whoever kidnapped him and the others, yes. Jump in, quick.
So he jumps in, he pulls out his data pad, he plugs it into F350, and you can see this little ping.
Yep.
He's like, don't worry, I had a tracking device put on him.
Always a good idea with Paul Anka.
Yes.
And I'm going to drive off as fast as humanly possible.
All right.
Or anime possible.
And that's a good place to stop.
No, I'd been kidnapped again.
Again?
It's fine. At least I'm not stuck with Carlton.
The whole family just gets kidnapped constantly, and either it's Ida Carlton being kidnapped.
Imagine I just like, please kidnap me. Give me a break.
Well, I will see you all later.
All right, take it easy, guys. Thanks.